Thank you very much, Chairman. Just awaiting my presentation on the screen. Okay, thank you. So my name is Patrick Envoin. I work in CPMR, which is an organization of maritime regions I will present a little bit later. I want to thank DG Mare for having invited CPMR to this event, and to thank, of course, also the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine. With DG Mare, I think we have a long partnership. We have, at a time, played a certain role in the emergence of the EU integrated maritime policy in the years 2005, 2006, and of course, we are still committed on this maritime policy since this period, in particular, through its implementation, so implementation on sea basins. We are also quite well known here in Odessa. I'm very happy to be in Odessa. Odessa is a long-standing member of the CPMR, and of course, a marvelous city. I will try to explain how we are ready and willing to invest in blue growth in different ways, but in particular in training, human resources, qualified labor or high qualified staff, as some of previous speakers of this session rightly mentioned the importance. CPMR, what is CPMR? Who we are? We are a pan-European network of maritime regional authorities. You have on the left the map of the membership. We have around 150 members, regional authorities. We are present around the Black Sea, even if we are not sufficiently present, but we are working with that. With such a number of regions, of course, we had to decentralize our work, our organization, into 6 geographical commissions, including 1 Balkan and Black Sea commission. You see on the right-hand side of the slide a recent photo. 2 weeks ago, it was in the magnificent headquarters of BSEC. Some speaker already mentioned that this morning. We had the General Assembly of our Balkan and Black Sea Commission. So what do? We promote, of course, maritime policies, but also we try to make regional authorities aware of international strategies. We have mentioned a series of strategies, the Danube strategy, the Black Sea synergy or strategy, we don't know exactly yet, and also the Adriatic Union strategy. We are present in these strategies, and we try to be present closely closely to the European Commission to make this strategy evolve and be successful. We also are we prepare projects, and we implement partnerships. Among the partnerships, we are, as Ambassador Chrysides said this morning, we are about to finalize a convention with the BSEC, so the BSEC representing the states around the Black Sea, and us, very modestly, the regions. So we consider that there are synergies to be exploited between these 2 levels. And we also have very good contacts with the Black Sea NGO Forum, someone mentioned also this morning, because this mixture and this synergy also between civil society organization and local and regional authorities will be probably fruitful to have a coherent and complete good governance of international actions and projects inside the wider Black Sea. And just to finish with this presentation, I wish to mention that we have in the Balkan and Black Sea Commission, we have members from Turkey, Greece, Moldova, Romania, Bulgaria, and of course, Ukraine, through Odessa, where we are today. So why are we here? What do we want to do? We as regions are concerned by, of course, the maritime policies around the Black Sea and elsewhere. The maritime policies are in the domain of competence of regional authorities on issues like tourism, maritime spatial planning, coastal zone management, fisheries, etc. So we are ready as a CPMR to follow the recommendations that Svetos Stoyanov made 2 weeks ago at this meeting in Istanbul, at the BSEC, in the BSEC premises. In this slide, which he showed, Umi showed, explaining that the regional organization have a role to play in the emergence of this Black Sea maritime integrated policy, and we are willing to play a role in this concept, in this landscape. In particular, as I said, and it's the title of my speech, of my presentation, in dealing with improving the quality of human resources in maritime economies through a project we are preparing and I will present now, called Vasco da Gama for the Black Sea. What is Vasco da Gama for the Black Sea? Vasco da Gama, at the beginning, is an initiative taken by the CPMR, our organization. It was in 2011, an initiative which gave birth to a project which have been implemented for 2 years, which is now finished, which ended 2 months ago, co-financed by DG Mare, aiming to develop at European level mobility in maritime education. And this project served as a sort of incubator for projects at sea basin levels. And here comes the project for the Black Sea, Vasco da Gama for the Black Sea. What do we want to achieve? We want to launch a community of maritime training and education institution in the region, which can be in the future sort of a tool for the blue growth in the Black Sea, sort of human resources, maritime human resources tool of the forthcoming integrated maritime policy schemes in the Black Sea. So you have in front of you the topics which will be addressed by this project, this 2 years project. So maritime spatial planning, maritime security, safety, greening, maritime transport, etc. I will not detail all that. All these themes will be addressed through work packages, and you have below the number of partners, the list of partners which are on board. So we have partners from Varna. Varna will be the leader of the project, Varna Naval Academy. We have Constanța in Romania. We have 2 universities from Odessa, from this city, which prepare the project with us. We have Batumi. Batumi in Georgia is deeply committed in the preparation of the project, and we have a Greek school and Turkish one, Piri Reis University in Istanbul, which is a key maritime education entity in the area. So we will present a project under the program which Laura has just presented. We hope that it will fit with the requirements she has explained, and we are working on that. It will be a 2 years project or so. And as I said, a step towards more ambitious projects and vision for the maritime education. In the years to come after this implementation of this project. Thank you. So as you have understood, we are ready to work on policies, to work on projects, to work on partnerships. That's the way we envisage the participation of our organization to the progress of maritime policies in this area of the Black Sea. Thank you for your kind attention.